Hello. Hey, recently I had to, I guess the new word is dispatch. I'm going to call it kill some pests that were in my garage, stealing all my cat food, running the cats out of my garage. That's where they live. Anyway, and it's been a while since I'd had to shoot anything. That's how I killed it, was with a gun, 22. Anyway, also, have you ever noticed that, I don't know, I'm 75 years old. And all my life, when I, between the time I was born and probably 25, uh, killing things was something you did. Varmints, rats. If you wanted to go want something to eat, you go shoot a rabbit or a squirrel. You had to go out and grab a chicken and kill it and eat it, clean it and eat it. Uh, things. Part of life is death. Okay. And I got to thinking, why are all these kids? You see these kids that their parents maybe collect guns, and it seems like they're collecting these odd guns. I don't know what AR-15s, whatever you want to call them, assault rifles. Not all of them. Some of them are collecting other guns. But anyway, people collect guns nowadays, and they don't hunt at all. They just target practice, play like they're going to hunt. It's okay, but these kids nowadays probably never see anybody kill anything except on TV, and you don't actually see it after it's dead. You might see them aim a gun at something and shoot it, or a cartoon that explodes. But to see something actually die, uh, it's not a pleasant thing. Uh, Once in a great while, you'll kill something and it'll die instantly, but that doesn't happen very often. I suppose if you exploded them or used a big enough weapon, but usually that's not true. I mean, I've shot deer with 12 gauge slugs at about the same distance I always shoot. One time they might drop like a rock and never even twitch. Other times they'll lay there and moan and crawl around, and it's it's pretty sad looking. So anyway, I think parents nowadays, especially parents that have kids that are becoming teenagers, I believe they should show them this video. It's gonna be like 20 seconds. Show them this, make them look at it, let them see something die. I can't put this on YouTube because they'll kick me off for sure. They just will. So I'm going to put it on Rumble and see if I can let it fly there. And then I'm going to put a link up to it. I'm going to put a link in there on Rumble. Rumble says they're not going to kick me off, but we'll see. I don't have enough invested in Rumble to worry about getting kicked off, okay? So anyway, here's the video. I'm warning you, this graphic. So look at it first, and then show it to your teenage kids. Explain to them what you're going to do. Because I think it might, if it just keeps one kid from going out and shooting his fellow classmates, for God's sake, it's ridiculous. When we were kids, we'd get in fights and stuff, but the worst would happen, somebody would get a bloody nose. The least would happen, he'd hold them down or pin them, torture them a little bit, and then make them say uncle or something. Not like now, they just don't do that. And then I guess they just finally snap and go get a gun and start shooting them. And I just can't imagine that. But it's happening all the time, evidently. And they're blaming it on the guns. And they're blaming it on the parents. Well, it's not the parents, I don't think. I think it's our lifestyle. Kids they see this stuff on cartoons, they get blown up. Yeah, big deal, it's a cartoon. Or you see them in a movie, get shot, and pretty soon, a month later, you see them in another movie, they're alive. So, but death in reality is final. So, here's the video. I'm going to turn this around real quick and let you see where those varmints were coming into my garage. You can see this is where I had made a little hole in the garage for the cats, and I kept making this hole smaller and smaller and smaller until now the cats can barely get through there. I mean, my cats can barely fit in there, and yet these raccoons were still coming in. The big ones couldn't come in. The possums can't get in, but these little raccoons were, and they wouldn't go away. I mean, I shot at them a couple times. They yell at them, run them off. It was crazy. But anyway, they're gone now. That's final.